Now let's take a look at the Varsity All-Star Tumbling Skills Judge categories. The Tumbling Skills Judge will be responsible for the following categories: standing tumbling difficulty, standing tumbling technique, running tumbling difficulty, running tumbling technique, and jumps difficulty and jumps technique. For tumbling this year, please make note of the following changes. Now remember, judges, when you are judging tumbling, you are counting level appropriate passes, not level appropriate skills. Also, we'll be looking at standing and running tumbling separately, and for running tumbling, we will be capping skills as we mentioned earlier, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's look at standing tumbling. For standing tumbling, low, majority of the athletes participate in one level appropriate pass. For medium, most of the athletes participate in one level appropriate pass. And for the high sub-range, most of the athletes participate in one level appropriate pass and one level appropriate jump tumbling combination. This requirement holds true for levels 3, level 4, and level 5. For all levels in the high sub-range, you must perform 2 level appropriate passes, but for 3, 4, and 5, one of those level appropriate passes has to be a jump tumbling combination. So for example, at level 3, a toe touch back handspring would be a level appropriate jump tumbling combination. At level 4, a front hurdler back handspring back tuck would be a level appropriate jump tumbling combination. And level 5, a toe touch full or a toe touch back tuck would serve as a level appropriate jump tumbling combination. And now we're going to watch a standing tumbling example from a level 4 team. Remember, you need most of the team performing a skill. They've got most doing front hurdler, double toe, back handspring, layout. So they got their jump tumbling combination taken care of in the first example. Now they have the squad standing back in the second example, which is also a level 4 appropriate skill. Those 2 skills alone will get them in the high sub-range, but look, now they're doing pike, back handspring, back tucks by most of the team as well. So they have surpassed the requirement for the high sub-range by incorporating more than 2 level appropriate skills. In running tumbling, please review the rubric for low, medium, and high. And remember, once again, we are counting passes, not skills, and we are applying the skill cap to the high sub-range. What this means is you are looking for the most difficult 75% of the passes when rewarding your points. So for a team of 20, you're looking for the 15 most difficult level appropriate passes. A team cannot outscore another team because they have 20 level appropriate passes. We are looking for the team with the most difficult level appropriate passes. Now remember, once you have 75% of the team performing level appropriate passes, you are no longer counting passes. What you're looking for are the most difficult passes, as well as synchronization and other elements of the running tumbling section. Since running tumbling has a skill cap on it, remember, it won't be the quantity of skills that differentiate the teams in the high sub-range. It will be the difficulty of those skills thrown. Now here's an example of a level 5 running tumbling sequence. Remember, for the level 5 high sub-range, we are looking for elite level appropriate skills. So for level 5, this basically means any pass more difficult than a full, which includes front walkover through to fulls, front handspring through to fulls, punch front through to fulls, and double fulls. Now we've got our double fulls and our specialty through to fulls and double fulls, front walkover through to fulls. All of these passes and these forward punch front through to doubles, all of these passes are elite level appropriate passes. And once they have 75% of the team, and for a team of 36, that's approximately 26 or 27, then they've achieved the high sub-range criteria. Also remember, for all of the sub-ranges of the level 5 running tumbling, that includes low, medium, and high, that team on the floor must have at least 2 double fulls in order to qualify. And the final category that the tumbling judge is going to have to assess will be jumps. Here you see the rubric for the low sub-range, medium sub-range, and high sub-range. A couple of questions have come up about these definitions. What is a combination? A combination is when you combine any 2 jumps. You can combine them by prepping in between or by whipping them out, but as long as there's movement into the next jump, then that is considered a combination. Also, a variety means different types of jumps. So a toe touch and a pike would mean variety. A front hurdler and a side hurdler would give you variety. For the high sub-range, the rubric reads, most of the athletes participate in either a quad jump combination or a triple jump combination and an additional jump, and must include a variety. So to score in the high sub-range, you either need to throw a 4-jump combination or a triple jump with another single jump, and a variety has to be included. Now let's take a look at an example of a jump sequence. Remember, you need most of the team performing the skills. They've got the entire team. We've got a pike, front hurdler, double, toe touch. They've got 4 jumps in a quad combination. They whipped them out. They had variety. They had 3 different types of jumps. And so they would qualify for the high sub-range. Now remember, the technique score is independent of the difficulty score. So it's possible for teams to score in the high sub-range for difficulty, but in the medium or low sub-range for technique. Judges, remember, jumps is one of the categories that we are applying skill caps. What this means is that a team that performs more than 4 jumps won't have a positive effect on their jump difficulty score. However, their technique score may continue to be affected. And what this means from a judge's perspective is a judge can't defend Team A outscoring Team B because Team A did 7 jumps and Team B only performed 4. Once a team performs the required 4 jumps, then the difficulty score needs to be based on the prep in between, the combination, what variety they used, and how much variety they incorporated. Now we've got a question from one of our coaches. What scores higher, a triple whip with a single jump combination or a quadruple whip jump combination? Remember, 4 is more difficult than 3, but other elements will play into the difficulty of your score. For example, what jumps did you throw? How difficult was the variety? And what kind of approach did you use to get into the jumps?